So if I'm doing the neck exercises where I push my neck back a little bit, I feel like the muscles way, way, way up on the other side of my ear. And also I also hear some crunching. Is that okay?
Yes. So neck muscles, neck exercises, and crunching in your neck. Here's some things about that. Think of your head and neck as a tree, a freshly planted tree. And I'm sure you see it in the gardens. They've got guide ropes. They've got ropes from the middle of the tree down to the ground on four sides. That's to give stability until the tree grows enough to be stable on its own. So think of muscles. We've got posterior muscles, north, south, east, and west ropes, basically, all holding our neck in place. Over time, we lean forward. What happens then is that the front muscles, the north ropes holding the tree up, get tight. They adapt to that position. So those muscles get shorter and shorter and shorter. What happens then, these muscles get longer and longer. And then, furthermore, we've seen people that have kind of a hump right here. If the tree is falling forward, the body's going to add more dirt and more bone and more everything to try to help hold a heavier anchor for the tree that's falling ahead. So what we think we have is we feel the stretch, we feel the pressure here more than anything. We feel more tightness in the back. What we think we need to do is stretch a tight muscle, but that's actually the anti of what we should do. That's counterintuitive. If we stretch here, then that's going to allow the head to fall more forward, and that allows the tree to fall more forward. If this is happening, the easiest way to do it, if you trying to pull a tree from the back is really difficult. What if you had somebody on the other end push? So if you push the head back, push the tree up, then that creates more stability and gets the tree in a better position. So what we need to do is stretch the front and tighten the back. So doing these stretches, even looking up and dragging your hands down on the front of your neck, will stretch these muscles. That'll stretch that rope a little bit. And then by doing head slides back, you're going to tighten these muscles. The reason you feel tightness right up in here is because there's a little muscle, a group of little muscles that go from the skull to the first vertebrae or two. As we lean forward, those muscles get shorter and shorter. So when you're pulling back the head, it's actually stretching those rubber bands, those muscles, stretching them, which is a good thing. The other thing, the you mentioned the you feel or hear crunchiness in that. Over time, we get arthritis. That's just a normal thing. So think of a rusty bolt with a nut on it. If it sits there for a while, it's going to get rust all around it. But if you then start to work it a little bit, you'll hear and feel crunchiness. That's arthritis. It's just junk that gets into those joints. If you keep working it and keep working it, it gets looser and looser without that crunchiness. And that's actually decreasing the amount of arthritis that's in a joint. And so we can actually reverse some of what arthritis problems are.